Have you ever heard of a place where ships and planes vanish without a trace? Where compasses spin wildly, and even the most experienced pilots and sailors find themselves hopelessly lost? It sounds like something out of a science fiction novel or a ghost story told around a campfire. But for decades, this place has been the subject of real-life speculation, fear, and fascination. This isn't just fantasy or folklore. It's the enduring legend of the Bermuda Triangle, a region that has captured the world's imagination and inspired countless theories, books, and movies. The Bermuda Triangle isn't marked on any official map, and yet everyone seems to know its name. It's said to stretch between the points of Bermuda, Miami, and San Juan, forming a vast triangle that covers nearly 500,000 square miles of some of the busiest ocean in the world. Every day, hundreds of ships and planes cross this region without incident. Yet, stories of mysterious disappearances, vanishing vessels, and lost aircraft persist, fueling the myth and keeping the mystery alive in popular culture. The term Bermuda Triangle first appeared in a 1964 magazine article, but it was Charles Berlitz's 1974 best-selling book that truly launched the legend into the global spotlight. Berlitz's book suggested that supernatural or even extraterrestrial forces might be at work, and soon the triangle became a household name, synonymous with unexplained mystery. But what makes this area so unique? The Bermuda Triangle is home to the powerful Gulf Stream, a fast-moving ocean current that can quickly erase any evidence of a disaster, sweeping away debris and making search and rescue efforts incredibly difficult. Beneath the surface, the ocean floor drops away into some of the deepest trenches in the Atlantic, like the Puerto Rico Trench, which plunges more than 27,000 feet below sea level. If a ship or plane goes down here, it may never be found. The combination of strong currents, unpredictable weather, and extreme depths means that any wreckage can be lost forever, swallowed by the sea and hidden from human eyes. These natural features, along with the region's long history of maritime travel, have set the stage for a mystery that has fascinated and puzzled people for generations. The Bermuda Triangle is more than just a place on a map. It's a symbol of the unknown, a riddle that challenges our understanding of nature and the limits of human knowledge. So, is the Bermuda Triangle simply a busy, dangerous patch of ocean where accidents are bound to happen, or is there something more mysterious lurking beneath the waves? The debate continues, with skeptics and believers each offering their own explanations. Join us as we dive deeper into the stories, theories, and legends that have made the Bermuda Triangle one of the most intriguing modern myths of our time. The most famous and enduring story to emerge from the Bermuda Triangle is that of Flight 19, a tale that has fascinated and mystified people for generations. On December 5, 1945, 5 US Navy Avenger bombers took off from a Florida airfield for what was supposed to be a routine training mission over the Atlantic. The pilots, all experienced airmen, expected to return within a few hours. But what happened next would become one of aviation's greatest mysteries. The weather was clear, visibility was good, and everything seemed normal as the planes headed out to sea. But several hours into the flight, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, the squadron leader, radioed the control tower with a chilling message. "We are lost. We seem to be off course." His voice betrayed confusion and growing concern. Radio contact with the squadron soon became faint, filled with static and confusion. The men on the ground struggled to understand the pilot's increasingly desperate transmissions as the planes wandered further from their intended path. As the sun set and darkness fell over the Atlantic, the planes, now low on fuel and disoriented, disappeared from radar. No one knew exactly where they were, and their last known position was uncertain. A massive search and rescue operation was launched immediately. Dozens of ships and aircraft scoured the ocean for days, but not a single trace of the missing planes or their crew was ever found. No wreckage, no oil slick, no survivors. In a tragic twist, one of the rescue planes sent to find Flight 19 also vanished without a trace. It's believed the rescue aircraft exploded in midair, adding to the sense of doom and deepening the mystery. In a single day, 6 aircraft and 27 men were lost to the Atlantic, leaving behind grieving families and unanswered questions. The disappearance was swift, total, and utterly baffling. For those who believe in the supernatural, this event became undeniable proof of the Bermuda Triangle's strange and deadly power, The idea that something beyond explanation could swallow up entire planes and crews captured the public imagination. For others, it was a tragedy amplified by the unknown, a story that grew larger with every retelling, fueled by speculation and fear of the unexplained. The disappearance of Flight 19 became the cornerstone of the Bermuda Triangle legend, inspiring countless books, documentaries, and theories about what really happened that day. But was the cause truly supernatural, or could there be a more ordinary explanation hidden beneath the waves and the myths? To find out, let's look at another case, one that might shed new light on the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Before Flight 19, the USS Cyclops set the stage for the Triangle's legend. In March 1918, this massive Navy ship left Barbados for Baltimore with 306 people and vanished without a trace. No distress call, no wreckage, just gone. Theories ranged from German submarines to sea monsters, but no evidence ever surfaced. The official Navy report simply declared the Cyclops lost with all hands. President Woodrow Wilson summed it up: "Only God and the sea know what happened." The mystery deepened when the Cyclops' sister ships, Proteus and Nereus, also disappeared along similar routes during World War II. These vanishings became the perfect blank slate for speculation. Was it sabotage, nature, or something stranger? The Cyclops remains one of the Triangle's most enduring mysteries. Flight 19 and the Cyclops are just the beginning. In 1921, the Carroll A. Deering was found aground and deserted, food still on the table, crew vanished. Theories ranged from pirates to mutiny, but no answers. In 1963, 2 U.S. Air Force KC-135 planes disappeared near Bermuda. Only small, widely separated debris patches were found. Private pilots and small boats have also vanished, like Carolyn Cascio in 1964 and 2 men in a cabin cruiser in 1967. Each story adds to the myth, making the Triangle seem uniquely dangerous. But are these disappearances really connected? Or is it just the law of averages in a busy, unpredictable ocean? The sheer number of tales creates an aura of mystery, but science has some ideas. Scientists have proposed natural explanations for the Triangle's mysteries. One theory involves methane hydrates, frozen gas trapped under the ocean floor. If disturbed, methane can erupt, making the water so frothy that ships lose buoyancy and sink instantly. This could explain sudden, wreckage-free disappearances like the Cyclops. For planes, a methane plume could stall engines or even cause explosions if ignited. It's a dramatic but plausible explanation for some vanishings. Still, not all scientists agree it's the main culprit. The ocean has other dangers too. Let's look at the power of weather. The Bermuda Triangle sits in Hurricane Alley, where violent storms and rogue waves are common. Hurricanes can form quickly, overwhelming ships and planes with little warning. The Gulf Stream's warm waters collide with cold air, spawning sudden, severe storms. Rogue waves, once thought mythical, are now proven to exist, towering up to 30 meters and capable of sinking even large vessels instantly. A ship like the Cyclops could be overwhelmed by a rogue wave or hurricane, leaving no time for distress calls. The deep ocean floor swallows wreckage, making recovery nearly impossible. For many scientists, weather and waves explain most disappearances. The Triangle's reputation may be more about geography than the supernatural. But what about human error? Let's explore that next. Human error is a major factor in many Triangle incidents. Despite advances in technology and navigation, the unpredictable nature of the sea and sky can still overwhelm even the most seasoned professionals. The Bermuda Triangle, with its vast stretches of open water and sudden weather changes, has always posed unique challenges for those who traverse it. Even experienced pilots and captains can get lost, especially in bad weather or under stress. Storms can appear out of nowhere, disorienting navigators and making it nearly impossible to determine their exact position. In these moments, a single miscalculation can have disastrous consequences, sending ships and planes far off course. Flight 19's leader, Lieutenant Taylor, was unfamiliar with the area and had a history of navigation mistakes. On that fateful day, confusion and uncertainty plagued his decisions, and his lack of familiarity with the region only made matters worse. His radio transmissions reveal a growing sense of panic as he struggled to orient himself and his squadron. He likely misidentified his location, leading his squadron out to sea until they ran out of fuel. With no land in sight and dwindling resources, the pilots faced an impossible situation, ultimately vanishing without a trace. Mechanical failures also play a role. Flight 19's planes had known fuel system issues, and the Martin Mariner rescue plane was prone to explosions. In the harsh environment of the Triangle, even minor technical problems can quickly escalate into life-threatening emergencies, especially when combined with human error or poor weather. The Cyclops carried unstable cargo and had structural weaknesses. Overloading and poor maintenance made the ship vulnerable to disaster, and a sudden storm or shift in cargo could have easily led to its disappearance. Many disappearances, when examined closely, have logical explanations. Investigators often find evidence of navigational mistakes, equipment malfunctions, or environmental hazards that contributed to these tragedies. The legend often ignores these details, focusing on the mystery. Sensational stories and dramatic headlines capture the imagination, overshadowing the more mundane but plausible causes behind these incidents. But the mundane truth is often more likely. Most accidents in the Triangle can be traced back to a combination of human mistakes, mechanical issues, and the unpredictable forces of nature. So, how much of the Triangle is fact, and how much is folklore? By looking beyond the myths and examining the evidence, we can begin to separate reality from legend and understand the true nature of these mysterious disappearances. When researchers dig into the evidence, many Triangle stories fall apart. Incidents are often exaggerated, misreported, or didn't even happen within the Triangle. For example, the Carroll A. Deering was found outside the Triangle's usual boundaries. Flight 19's clear weather was actually stormy, and Taylor's confusion was well documented. The Martin Mariner's explosion was a known risk. The US Coast Guard and insurance companies find no higher rate of disappearances here than in any other busy ocean region. The Triangle's danger is more myth than reality. Selective storytelling fuels the legend, while thousands of safe journeys go unnoticed. So why does the myth persist? The Bermuda Triangle endures because we love a good mystery. The ocean is vast and unpredictable, and the unknown is always compelling. It's easier to believe in supernatural forces than to accept accidents, storms, or human mistakes. The legend offers a thrilling explanation for tragic events, but the real mystery may be why we're so drawn to these stories. The Triangle is modern folklore, a story that lives on, regardless of the facts. Most ships and planes cross the area safely every day. Yet as long as the ocean holds secrets, the legend will survive. The Bermuda Triangle may not exist on any map, but it will always have a place in our imagination.